Now, health tech, of course, has been a buzzing space, and you've seen Reliance Industries announce its acquisition 60% stake in NetMeds for 620 crore rupees. Now, it's also believed to be interested in snapping up the furniture e-tailer Urban Ladder. So what is this going to mean for furniture e-tailers? You've got Urban Ladder, you've got Pepperfry, for example, you've got a whole host of other furniture startups that are in the business of not just selling but also renting furniture. On top of that, the Prime Minister Narendra Modi has identified furniture as a priority sector for Aatma Nirbhar. There are reports about how you will very soon see furniture being licensed. That means you're going to need an import license to get furniture into the country. I'm going to be discussing that and a lot more with the co-founder of Pepperfry, Ashish, joining us here. Ashish, welcome to Startup Central. My first question to you is, you now know that Reliance Industries is very serious about acquiring startups. It's done it with a 60% stake in NetMeds. It's believed to be eyeing your main competitor, your arch rival, Urban Ladder. What is this going to mean for Pepperfry, and the very fact that you very soon are going to have the government come out with import licenses as well?
So thanks, Nayan, for getting me on the show. Yeah, of course, after decades, I think we have heard, as being one of the important categories, and with government focusing on the same. So in my mind, the opportunity was always very large. We are talking about a $30 billion, overall industry. And therefore, this category needed a lot of solving. Makan can't happen if you are not able to access great furniture for your house, right? And therefore, it's great to see on how focus some more attention to this category.
Ashish, I got this handed to you. You're certainly putting up a very brave face, sounding very optimistic. You're not worried about big boy Reliance Industries entering this sector at all. But what about the fact that very soon you might have importing licenses? What's that going to mean for Pepperfry? Will you have to have more made in India furniture on your app? How is that going to work? Will you have to rework your entire business model?
Luckily for us, Nayantara, when we started with the premise of building an Indian honest and fun company. 5% of what we sell, through Pepperfry today, through our marketplace and through our house brand is all, domestically made available furniture. Our imports is very small component of what we sell on the Pepperfry platform today. All put together, we today impact around 30,000 different livelihoods, right? So the entire business, to my point, is based in India.
So having then said that, has Pepperfry missed the opportunity to really go to town and say we endorse and we follow vocal for local, we are made in India, come to Pepperfry, this is exactly what we do?
Absolutely, Nayan. If you look at, usually, August to January is a very, these are big months for us. Our second half of the year is much larger than the first half. And when we enter into promotions, we started with our first campaign, which is around Swadeshi is Great, which is about celebrating, Indian craftsmanship and artisans. And, we are saying that consumers should buy, these products, not because they are Indian, but because they're also much superior in their quality. So we have always stood for local, craftsmanship and artisans. And I think that is something that we'll continue to pursue going ahead as well.
I'm going to come back and ask you the question I asked right in the beginning. What about Reliance Industries being interested in buying out Urban Ladder? That's got to, impact the market. We know how when Reliance enters the market, the big plans it has, how it disrupts it, wants to immediately corner a large market share. What's that going to mean for Pepperfry?
Yeah. No, I think, in my mind, furniture is a very large category. This category is not only about sourcing products and making them available. It is about the experience that you are able to deliver to your customer, an end-to-end experience. From get-go, we have always focused on, building our moats around, some of these things, especially supply chain and our offline omnichannel presence. I think, the reason, some of these actions are also happening is because I think we have been fighting really strongly, with competition.
Nevertheless, Mukesh Ambani, the fourth richest man on this planet, wants to buy your arch rival. Ashish, how are you telling me with such a serious face it's not going to impact Pepperfry?
So then, in our view, the business models are very different. We are a marketplace. Like Urban Ladder is a brand. If you look at our business, we have 10 house brands on Pepperfry today, and each of these house brands will be competing with various brands in the country. Along with that, we have a large part of our business which is also built on the marketplace sellers, right? So today, we are in the business of providing a neutral, highly vibrant platform to our customers, and therefore, in terms of our business model itself, we are very different from Urban Ladder or some of the other brand business out there, right? So what my point is, we are activating supply on the website. Today, for example, starting from Hometown to At Home, Neil Kamal, Spacewood, you name the brand, they sell on us, and 50% of our business also happens through our own house brands. So just in terms of our business model, we are very different.
But then, going by the same logic, Reliance is also known to make its brands a household name. It'll have big bucks to spend on that. More than that, you'll suddenly see, if this deal goes through, how Urban Ladder will have cheaper and more efficient logistics, a very good back end. It's going to ride on Geo.
No, I think that these are very strong moats. When I talk about going to artisans and craftsmen, it is not about only understanding where the supply is coming from, but also activating them and allowing them to sell on your platform. I think this is not something that it can be achieved overnight, in my view. I think it takes years of efforts to, get an artisan to believe in you and start selling on your website, right? Also, in terms of supply chain, today with my own logistics, we do not use any third-party supply chain providers today. Through my own network, we are servicing around 500 cities in the country, which is bulk of India's GDP, right? So, just in terms of the moats that we have built, I think it will take a long time for someone to, reach there. Having said that, competition is always good. I think it's important for more people to spend money into growing this category. Overall opportunity is $30 billion, and only 90%, 10% of it is organized today, right? So as more folks like IKEA, Reliance, etc., come into this business, I think they will drive a lot more consumer interest to buy products from branded players, and that is where I think we will stand to gain.
If I could now ask you about your business, obviously business has been bad for everyone. You had a lockdown, jobs have been lost, salaries have been cut, disposable income is down, people are thinking 3 times before spending. What's it been like for Pepperfry, and have you started bouncing back?
Yeah, so absolutely roller coaster. I think from the time the lockdown started, while we continued to serve our customers, our website was always open. Very little business was happening all of April and large part of May. 17th of May is when our supply chain started opening up, and since then we have not looked back. Every week our business has only been going up. Very happy to tell you that we are already at a number which we used to do in January, February, which is pre-COVID. And during this time, we were also able to take many actions which allowed us to become much more profitable as compared to what we used to be earlier. So I think with same volumes, which is pre-COVID volumes, we are a much better unit economics company today, and hopefully will turn profitable very soon. So that's in terms of how the business has panned out. We have also seen a lot of changes in terms of what consumers are buying. When people are spending a lot of time at their home, they're obviously also looking at that couch that they always wanted to replace, or a dining table that they wanted to have a family lunch or dinner. So some of those categories are doing really well. Home office is one category on Pepperfry which used to contribute around 10%. It is now contributing to 25% of our business. Home offices would be typically study tables, lamps, chairs, etc. So obviously, people as spending a lot more time at their home and also working from home, they are buying home related and work related products. The other big change which has happened now is with a lot of cities, large cities, especially Mumbai, Delhi, etc. They used to get carpenters to come to their homes even they are renovating, and they will typically spend a lot of time in their homes making customized or modular furniture. I think that trend is changing significantly because people are not comfortable getting folks to spend a lot of time at their home. So ready-made furniture business is going up significantly. Pepperfry has always been about ready-made furniture and home products. So in that sense, the business has taken off significantly in the last 2 months.
So, as you then bounce back, and it's very encouraging always to hear how there is a bounce back, right? And especially in the space you occupy in, it just shows that consumerism is coming back. Can the government's move for having an import license regime for furniture then impact sentiment? Or the very fact that, even you now, what you said was very core to Pepperfry, working with Indian karigars, carpenters, craftsmen, will have to be emulated by everybody else.
It is going to be very different. Like I said, I think this is the time when people would look to buy ready-made furniture, and branded furniture, both of which I significantly benefits us. We are a business that aggregates brands across the country, get them to perform, and therefore instead of visiting many shops across the country or across the city, people can very well come on Pepperfry and they can experience all furniture and home products. So in that sense, we stand to gain. I think the other big thing is from get go, from the day we have started our business, we have always been about great variety at great price. We will continue to execute that even going ahead. Our idea is to provide the maximum selection to our customers, right? And so that they don't need to go elsewhere. If you look at study tables, for example, today you can actually select from around 200 different designs of study table on Pepperfry. So in terms of our future plans, we'll continue to expand our range. We'll continue to activate many more businesses on Pepperfry. This is also the time where a lot of small shops are not able to open and service their customers. Our goal right now is to get all of those shops and businesses to list on Pepperfry so that this becomes their alternate channel. We are working with we are conducting a lot of webinars, etc., to activate a lot of regional and local players to come and sell on Pepperfry. As a platform, I have customers on both sides, both on the buy side and the sell side, and we will continue to work harder on both of these ends.